if you've been following the messages on our on the Core Tech community, you'd see where we explain that even in your daily life, you use data analytics, you just may not know it, right? If you're excited for today's meeting, if you're expectant, I want to see another emoji stream. I want to be sure that I'm not the only one who's excited for today's class. Wonderful. I love the energy. I'm in the right place. Wonderful. Wonderful. Who is presenting? Shadrach. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, in a moment, I'm going to be introducing the manager of Core Tech community. Core Tech is the brand that is powering this session, right? Core Tech is the brand powering this session, and in a moment, I'm going to introduce him. His name is Mr. Jerry Utomi Chika, and he's going to, give us a little important intro about Core Tech before we move on, to the rest of what we have for you today, right? In a moment. But just before we get started, I would like one or two people to just introduce themselves, just so that I'm sure we're connected. Tell us your name, where you're, calling in from, and what you hope to expect, what you hope to receive or, go back with after today's class. Okay, I can see Jennifer. And Jennifer, please, you have the floor.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Jennifer
Hello.
Emmanuel. My name is Jennifer Emmanuel, and I'm a content writer who works with data and health information as well. I'm currently pursuing a bachelor's degree at Miva Open University, and me joining this webinar, I'm hoping to get more insights on what data is actually all about and how to position myself in the in the job market as a data analyst. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. So good to hear you. Okay, great. So we're aligned. Leonard, let's pick a guy next. Leonard, can we hear you? Can you tell us your name, where you're joining us from, and what you hope to what you're expecting from today's class?
Okay, my name is Leo Klinsman Okofo. I'm actually joining us from Delta State. I reside in Abuja, but I came at the moment to Delta for some projects. So I am very excited about this session, and I believe that after the session, I will have gone deeper into the data analytics world. I've been so eager to go deeper and be able to get into the mainstream of data analytics and also earn from it. So I believe this is an opportunity that would really launch me into that. It's exciting to be here. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Leonard, all the way from Delta State and Abuja. Welcome. Okay, let's take Peter. Peter, can we hear you, please?
Good evening. Good evening, us. So, my name is Uzoka Peter, graduate of Delta State University Physiology Department. So, I'm currently taking a beginner's course in data analytics, and I'm majorly just here to get people that have experienced the field to get their insights, understand how data analysis can be tapped on to actually become, you know, a source of income and a career as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Peter. Nice to meet you. Nice to have you here. So we are all aligned. I would love to take more people, but for time's sake, let's just move on. Okay. All right. So right about now, I'm just going to read out the bio of the manager of Corif Tech Solutions Limited, who is going to give us a brief about Corif Tech, the company who is hosting or powering this, session, right? And then we move right into it. So, right about now, I'll just introduce to us Mr. Jerry. So, a little about Mr. Jerry. Mr. Jerry is, if you are part of the tech ecosystem in, Asaba Delta State, you would know so much about him. And the South, you know so much about him. You may know so much about him, right? Now, Utomi Chika Jerry is the co-founder of Craft 360, a digital platform supporting the growth of small and medium-sized enterprises through tailored digital services. He also serves as lead designer at Yield Exchange Canada and Slice24 USA, where he has led the design and deployment of innovative solutions in fintech and enterprise content management. With a strong commitment to sustainable development, Jeremiah has mentored several startups, guiding them from ideation to product deployment on building impact-driven, SDG-aligned solutions. He's a recognized youth engagement ambassador with Jobberman and a passionate technology enabler with a track record of fostering innovation and supporting early-stage entrepreneurs. He's our programs director at Corif Tech Solutions Limited. Now, with a round of, oh my God bless you already. I can see the round of applause. You guys are giving me the vibe that I want. Great. Now, let's make welcome Mr. Utomi Chika Jerry. Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. You have the floor.
Hi, good day, everyone. Good day, good day, good day, good day, good day, good day, good day.
Good day, sir.
You can hear me say yeah in the chat, in the in-call message. Yeah in the in-call message. You can hear me yes in the in-call message. Yeah, thank you. I'm seeing lots of yeah. How many persons do we have on this call? 80 plus. You deserve a round of applause, everyone that's joined this call. Please give yourself a round of applause. Clap for yourself. Just keep clapping for yourself. And may your career not be falling like national grid, collapsing like national grid in Jesus' name. So whatever she told you about me, well, that's not true. Right? Yeah. Whatever she told you, whatever she just said, my name is Tonjika Jeremiah. I'm a tech evangelist for short. So I'm so glad to be here. And I just want to give you a brief about Tech Solutions Limited. It's very important that when you get into an environment, you want to know your way around the environment, you want to know the people you're with, such that you don't get out of the environment, you say that place is scam. They didn't even tell us who they are, who is pioneering what we're doing. That's why it's important for us to talk about Corif Tech Solutions. And I'll be sharing my screen. It's few thumbs up, and I'll get the nudge to go ahead. Just a thumbs up, and I'll get the nudge to go ahead. Yes, I want to get more. I don't want to get more. I want to get more. I want to get more. I want to get more. If you're hyped for this sessions, if you're hyped for this session today, we're not going to take too much of your time. If you're hyped for the session, please just just drop a thumbs up and say I am hyped in the info message, and I'll be quickly. I'll do this quickly, and then yeah. So let me share my screen. Just give me a minute. Thank you for the thumbs up. So okay. Yes, you can see my screen. Say yeah. Thank you. So quickly, I just want to talk about Cortex Solutions Limited. And as Cortex Solutions Limited, what we practically do is to transform youth for global impact. We want to see you coming from $0, coming from no tech background to being a tech expert. We also want to take you from $0 down to $1,000. And the reason why we do this is because we are gingered, or we are actually hyped or motivated to transform your career with industry-led courses in data analysis, front-end development, and AI literacy. We also have other courses in cybersecurity and software engineering, etc. to mention. But today we're going to be focusing on this, some of the courses that we do, and tell you what you can benefit from some of these courses that we do, and also tell you more about our company, and just to let you know that you're not in a scam center, you're not a scam center, you're not in a, some of you would have gone online to check us. So whatever you've seen online, right, is not true. Whatever I see online is very, very true, right? It's very, very true. We just want to buttress whatever you've seen online. We just want to give you more information about what you've seen online. And so, like I said, we transform your career with industry courses, data analysis, software engineering. Our goal is empowering the next generation of tech innovators. And if you're going to be one of them, I want you to say yes, because that's our core goal. We want to empower the next generation of tech experts, the next generation of tech innovators. Now, over the past few years, we've been existing for the past 8 years. Perfect is dedicated to, we are dedicated to transforming youth through cutting-edge tech in education. We equip young talents with the essential skills to thrive in the digital economy, foster innovation, and enabling them to make a significant global impact. That's what we do. Now, over the years in our record, and this is driven by data. I mean, it is generated by data through our data analysts, experts in our office. What they've given to us is that from our from our data that we've compiled over the period, 10K plus youth have been trained and equipped with relevant skills, right? That is 10K plus persons have been trained. Then 6,005 of these 10K plus persons have been connected to jobs. I mean, aside from just graduating, they have also been connected with job. And aside from also for those, because we have people who will come into tech and say, oh, I want to get a job. And some will say, no, I want to set up my own business.
That one you're touching.
Please, can you mute that person?
That one you're touching now.
Please, can you mute that person? Can you mute that person? That's Mr. Maxwell Osika. Kindly mute yourself, please. Thank you, sir. God bless you. Can we continue? Yes, and I continue. I fire down. Yes, and I fire down. Thank you, Mr. Maxwell. Please, Ubamara, please, you can mute him if he's finding it difficult to mute himself. Thank you, please. For anybody who is in chat, quickly, so that I can continue. Don't want to distract them. Yeah, thank you for the thumbs up. So 10K plus persons have been trained, 6K plus persons have been connected to jobs, and 5 plus startups. Because you can say, oh, I don't just want to earn from tech. I want to own my own business in tech. And yes, we have also been able to help our students set up their own startups. I've mentored students into getting startups. I don't just mean any other startups. I mean, if I call their names, you see that these are startups that you know and are succeeding. Startups that are doing over 30 million monthly. This is what we have been able to do. And also, I need you to know that we are not just any else. We are not just any other training IT training center. As I speak to you, Correct currently sits on the board of ISN as director of directors, as a director on the board of ISN, and we are all and ISN is Innovation Support Network. We currently sit on the board. We are not just a member of we are not just a member of in ISN. We are sitting on the board of ISN, and also we are proud member of AfriLab. AfriLab is, of course, the network of hubs in Africa. Right. Very soon we are going to get also a membership in a global membership, and that's what we are trying to do. Right. About our courses for data analysis, the process of inspecting, cleaning, transforming, and modeling data to discover useful information, draw conclusion, and support decision making across all the industries. We also have our front end course, which helps you to build and visualize interactive elements of website applications and work with global team, right, to create, to develop and design solutions in for the international market, and also AI literacy. We understand where the world is tilting towards. The world is tilting towards artificial intelligence, generative AI, machine AI, whatever kind of AI you want to think of. That's where the world is tilting. AI automation, engineering, and we do all of this at Corifec. Now, for our data analysis class, what you will learn with our data analysis class is that, number one, you learn data collection and cleaning, visualization and modeling, real-world application. So a lot of our students who come into our center, you don't just come to learn and then you just leave. You must understand how it works, because when you are in class, right, it's often theoretical, right? It's often theoretical when you're in class. It's often theoretical, but no, with us, we focus on 80% practical and 20% theory, which means that throughout your time with us, you're going to be fully focused on practical knowledge, understanding how to work in a real life, in a real world settings, right? So that when you jump from, even while you're in class and you go get a job, you would just quickly, right, integrate into the system. Because why? You complete hands-on projects which simulates actual business scenarios across multiple industries. Yes, that is what you would get as a data analyst. And you asking, is data analysis a career? I think that's the reason why we're actually here today. Is data analysis a career? can you earn from data analysis? What's the earning potential? I tell you that in the local market, I mean Nigeria, in Nigeria, Nigerian companies would pay you over 40 to $60,000 annually to work with them as a data analyst. We have students who come up, we have students who currently, after just 2 or 3 months of learning, they're getting 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 per month as data analysts, right? And then the global market, we're looking at about 65 to $90,000. Some even earn as high as $120,000 in Canada. I have students in Canada who currently earn above $120,000 annually. I am telling you, annually in Canada. I can show you some of the work, because what we do is you get the job and we try to mentor you to stay on the job, right? And another addition to what we do at Corif Tech is that like I said, we place you to job. We try to place you. We have partners that we can place you with. We say, okay, do internship or do direct job with our partners, or we try to help you get jobs. So 85% of our students that have graduated, data analyst students, have gotten job. 85% of them have gotten job placement, and this is not cap. We have database to show all of this, and 20% have improved the revenues of companies that they have worked with data-driven decision. Another thing we'll train you on is how to build beautiful interactive web experiences. And we have core technologies that we focus on while we do this with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Master the foundational language of the web. And then we also have a front-end web. We also take you through a front-end framework, which is known as React. A lot of people will just teach HTML, CSS, and JavaScript without HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, without focusing on frameworks that currently drives solution building, right? We also have you also learn UI UX principles, because you're going to be collaborating with lots of designers, developers, and you need to understand these principles so that you don't look like a fish in a pond of many waters, of lot of waters, right? So what makes us different? We emphasize both technical excellence and design thinking. You will learn cross-device compatibility, response design patterns, and accessibility best practice. Now, another thing that is a takeaway for all of our courses, not just one, all of our courses, is that you will have a ready portfolio project, which includes client website and interactive applications that showcase your abilities to potential employers to show. So as you are leaving, you have a portfolio that if you submit it anywhere in the world, I mean anywhere in the world, a standard global portfolio, that when you drop it anywhere in the world, it will take the grace of God for them not to pick you. It will take, like, they would just look at it and say, no, this is the person that we've been looking for. And that's the reason why 80% of our students have secured job. And and you want to ask, in the local market for web development or web design students, what they've been able to achieve. A lot of them, local markets, they earn almost close to $80,000 annually. And the global market, they do almost close to $120,000 annually. And what this gives to you also is that you get corporate opportunities, join startups, agencies, and multinational corporations, building cutting-edge digital products. Freelance freedom. Skills are highly transferable to freelance and remote work, expanding your earning avenues and lifestyle flexibility. I don't know if you are following me. If you're following me, a quick yes in the info message, or a thumbs up in the with an emoji, with your favorite emoji, right? Yes. I want to get yes. Michael Amodu Bara, thank you. Bamara, thank you. Michael Amodu, yes, please. Yes, Steve Imrex, yes. Chijoke, Akinwale, Chioma, Favor, yes. Let's get that, yes. Let's get 50 yes. Wisdom, yes. Otutu Nambi, yes. Terry, Olu, Marcelina, yes. I hope I'm calling this name very well. Excel, Larry, Steve, Yona, K. Evil Larry, is that Evil Larry? Evil? Oh, why Evil? Please, good Larry, yes. Ifechi, Chidi Sandra, Naomi, actually. I want to get 50 before I move on. 50. Yes, we are on 22. Let's move on. Thank you. Let's go. I'm super hyped. Thank you. So, outstanding key results, 90% completion rate, started to 100 hours of work. And that is what we give at Corif Tech. Now, I want you to understand that at Corif Tech, we are committed to deliver quality training and empower you to achieve financial independence, guiding them from their starting point, that is from zero to their first $1,000. I am not telling you, this is not a cliche. This is a fact. We are going to guide you, hold you by your hand, from $0 to $1,000, from $0 to $1,000. And if you want to follow us on all our social media channel, Instagram at Corifec, Facebook at Corifec, X at Corifec. I want to tell you something quickly before I leave. My name is Utomi Chika Jeremiah. 7 years ago, there was nothing I couldn't even buy the best things for myself. I couldn't do the best things for myself. But tech changed my life. Tech changed every aspect of my life. And I'm telling you now that I can eat what I want, I can buy what I want, I can go where I want to go to. I can do whatever I want to do because of tech, because of the money I got from tech. Tech changed my life. My workstation, I know how much my workstation alone is worth, right? And a few years ago, I was using a dilapidated laptop, one Dell that wanted to frustrate my life and my family life. But today, I am telling you, I am using a workstation that is worth over 7 million naira. A workstation that is worth over 7 million naira, and that's because of what they can do, right? Naturally, before I was using a laptop that is nothing up to 200,000 naira, and I think if I push the laptop small, the laptop will push me small, right? But tech changed my life, and I'm telling you today, you need to hold the horn by the bull, or the bull by the horn, and make sure that you look into whatever they are telling you today. Stay focused, stay hyped, and please get the best from today. My name is Utomi Chika Jeremiah, and I would be on the call. You have questions from me probably after the session. I'll be on the call, and I would want to mentor you. I've mentored over 2,000 students, and I have students in Canada and the US and other places of the world that are doing very, very well. I would like to have you in my corner. Thank you so much. God bless you. Ubamara. Take care.
Sir. Wow. Wow. Like ambulance right now, man. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. I want to be mentored right now. Wow. That was an amazing presentation. I mean, no cap. That was an amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Tommy Chika. Jerry, thank you so much. I am inspired. I'm sure I'm not the only one, right? I can see all the emojis, all the reactions. I'm so inspired. Thank you so much for that. I mean, that's why we're here, right? On earth to make impact, right? So, thank you once again, sir. Right about now, just to show you. I mean, this is an integral part of this session. We thought it wise to begin by bringing up a couple of, just one or two of our students who have been there, done that, gone through our system and emerged, to be what they are right now in the tech space, in the data analytics space, right? So, well, you just for a few minutes, you just hear from them, and then we'll now move on to the class proper, right? Does that work for us? Can I see an emoji if you'd like to hear from one or two students, past students actually, who are doing well right now in the data analytics space? Great. Amazing. Thank you, Chinaza, Naomi, Leonard, Godfrey. But thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Michael, Peter. Thank you, everyone. Great. So right about now, I'll call upon Miss Awele. Awele, are you here? Can I hear your voice if you're here, Awele? So today we'll have Awele and Wisdom. I believe Awele is on the call. Awele, if you're here, please unmute yourself and you have the floor.
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening, Ubamara.
Amazing. Good evening, Awele. Good to have you. Welcome. You have the floor.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mama Sen. Good evening, Mr. Jerry. All right, so I'm so glad to be here, and I'm proud to say that I am an alumni of Coristech Solutions, right? And it's a privilege to actually share my experience with everyone. And for the record, again, I'm Awele Ojo, and I would like to share my experience. It might in a way inspire, if not all, but one person. Okay, so if you're here in this session, it's either you're about making a decision, or you're at that junction where you have to, you're contemplating one thing or the other. So I just want to tell you that after this session, you should have been able to make that, that decision, right, properly, because I was at this junction too at some point, and that was when I, was opportune. Before I started my data analytics class, I was actually into home lessons, and so I was just teaching children thereabouts, and so someone encouraged me and invited me for a tech event in Asaba, and that was when I got this particular opportunity, right? Just like we are here in the meeting. So I went to, it was a physical meeting, and so I went there. I didn't have anything in mind. There was nothing in my mind. I just wanted to see what was going on and to just see how things were going. And as at the time I got in, it was Mama Sent she was one speaking, and she was talking about data analytics. And the only thing I could pick out in the whole session, in the whole, all the speakers that came in, was this data analytics. I held it very tightly. And that was when I started thinking about it. So I went back home, and at last I found, I got the courage to go and start up the class. In the midst of all of that, there were thoughts in my mind, thought of having to, we have all this online. I could just actually go online and do it and learn all of that. But I could actually say that, one of the reasons that I would be thankful that I went to Chorus Tech was because it gave me this direction. There was this direction for me. Going online, you have lots of things online. You don't even know how to start up. You don't know where the starting point is. You don't know where. You don't know. There's no direction. There's no guidance. You don't even know when you want to ask some kind of questions. This person that can guide you and make sure they are doing well. So that was what happened for me. I went through the sessions, the classes, and it was a very good one for me. So I had a landing page, or let me say a stepping flow for myself, right? And I started getting clarity of exactly what I wanted to do. And after everything, after all the classes, and I had graduated, I had an opportunity to intern there, in the school as well. So I interned there, and the more I was teaching, the more I was getting, things more. I was, before you enter the class, you already know that you'll be asked questions by students, and you have to be very ready for the class. So it even helped me more. I got deep into it, and afterwards, I started sending out my CV during my internship. Of course, I started sending out my CV, and I got an offer. Now, the offer wasn't just an offer for, say, just come and start. Let's see how it's going to be. Or just start. Let's see what you can deliver also. In the interview, I could remember after my interview, it was afterwards when I got into, the company, that my line manager was telling me that I did so well in the interview, and, that they wanted to see what I could bring to the table and all of that. Now, one of the things that actually gave me an edge, because I heard later on, was because amidst everyone that submitted their CVs, I had an advantage. I had an edge. Why? Because I had data analytics in my CV. And not that I just had it. Even during the interview, when I was being asked questions, I was able to, explain to them how this can be used, what they can derive with it, and some other stuff. So aside just dropping your CVs and your degree, trying to say, okay, I studied this, I studied that, I studied this, I studied that. Added skill actually can put you out there. What can you offer aside you having your degree, aside you being a business, you studied business administration, you are a business person or whatever you studied, aside that, what can you offer for the company? What do you bring to the table for the company? What skill can you give us? Everybody in this office now has has a skill, has have what's it called, a degree. So what else can you give us aside this degree? It actually spots one out. It spots you out. So it was one of the things that gave me that edge. It gave me the edge, and I was so happy that I started on time, because one thing about what I've learned is letting opportunities, letting opportunities meet you ready. When opportunities meet you ready, then it's better that way. So that was what happened for me. I had the opportunity, but I had what it takes, or what it took me for me to get the job. And afterwards, after I got the job, it was something good for me. And I would actually tell you that the salary was was not what I was expecting at all. But I would like to say that in this data analytics space, for an entry level, you can get from 500. I'm not capping. You can get from 500K. If okay, depending on the company, you can get lesser, but in a standard company, you can get from 500K upwards. I just want to say thank you to Ms. Sent. I want to say thank you to Mr. Jeremiah. Thank you. I've not been able to come out to say this publicly, or to say it to your faces, but I really appreciate Cornerstone, helping me out there. And I just hope that one or two persons will make the decision to start up their course or their journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Awele, for sharing. That was heartfelt. I could thank you guys for the thumbs up and all. Keep it coming. I could literally feel the sincerity and the gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. This is what we want to hear, right? Okay, so without wasting much of our time, let's call on the second and final person for, to share his own journey and testimonial wisdom on the call. Say hello, not more than 5 minutes, please, so that we move on to, our class quickly.
All right.
Thank you very
Hello,
much.
good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. Good evening, Mamara. Good evening, Vicent. I call on my boss. Good evening, Jerry. Good evening, everyone. It's so exciting to be on this call. So mine has been an amazing journey. Right, I came in contact with Saint in 2023. So I was in Asaba with a friend, and I was just talking about that I really want to take a tech course. Because before now, I've been a business person running my own cafe, but I just felt I really want to transition into the working space. So I met her that day. Somebody referred Corifstep to me. I got there, and amazingly, I sat with her. And then when we sat down, I just told her I had nothing in mind. Like, this was just me. I said I want to learn something. And then she started talking. And then from the way we interacted, I was like, I think I want to give data analytics a go. So if you had told me a few years ago that from learning data analytics, it would take me after training into a logistics and supply analyst role, and presently as a demand planner, I probably wouldn't believe it. But that's exactly what happened. So not just the practical aspect alone, one thing Correctef gave me was, it gave me a foundation, right? Now, I learned how to work with data using tools like Excel, SQL. Before now, when I see some people doing some things, it was looking like magic. But then when the sessions began, she would take her time. There were times we would have to take her back and say, I didn't get this. Or even after classes, I'll reach out to her. So it was an amazing time. Gave me a solid foundation, how I could turn numbers into insights through visualization, storytelling. Most importantly for me, it changed the way I think. It changed the way I approach problems, the way I ask questions, and the way I make decisions. So it was a very wonderful period for me. Though it wasn't easy, I was shuttling between two towns. She could remember. She was like, "Guy, you're trying," but I just wanted to, I was hearing data analytics, and then when I started the training, it was now all making sense. And believe you me, there's no business out there as small as that business is. There's no business that survives without data. That's to tell you how important data is. Data is so important, and it's a place where I'm telling you there are so many opportunities there. So people just hear data analytics. Okay, I did data analytics. Now I'm working as a demand planner. What do we do there? We analyze data. I worked as a logistics and supply chain analyst. What do we do there? We analyze data. So you're analyzing data every day. So it's something I would really enjoy. Those who are on this call, if you're not taking that bold step, please take it. All right. So one key part for me in this journey was I saw other places where I could learn, but what I was looking for something that even after leaving, I could still reach out. To date, I still reach out to Saint. If I have issues, I reach out to her. She's so passionate about my journey. Once I get a new opportunity, I tell her this opportunity that came my way, and she's always in the journey with me. So beyond the training, it was the mentorship. Understand the mentorship that after the training, there was that access. And I'm telling you, the person that's going to speak to you about all this, she's somebody who is well schooled. I call her my boss tomorrow. She's well schooled. When we talk about this data analytics, I'm not capping, she's good at it. So believe me, if you come under her teachings, I'm telling you, you would not regret it. So the support she gave, encouraging me, constantly pushing me to think critically, to push, beyond limits. And that thing really made a huge difference for me. The role I'm into now, I just got that role in December. I'm telling you, for the first time in my life, when I saw when they gave me my offer letter, when I saw the amount I was to be paid, I didn't know when I screamed in my house. Like it was beyond my imagination. So, and then getting to work, you're playing with data, analyzing data. You are the center of it. As a demand planner, I'm at the center of it. I tell the company what to push out this month, what not to push out. So it's like everybody comes around. If you give something wrong, the business loses. When you give something accurate, the business makes progress. So it's something very, very key. So please, if you are still thinking, data analytics is key for you, even if it's your personal business, I'm telling you, when you have that knowledge, it will help you to make informed decisions. All right. So beyond the teachings and all, I'll try to summarize very fast. One thing you will get is the continued mentorship after training. All right. I received guidance on career direction. In fact, the way I prepare my CV these days, she was the one who taught me how to do that. That any CV I push out is always ATS compliant. She taught me how to do that. So she'll prepare you. Your mindset will definitely change. So her support really, 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 really pushed me going. And I never regretted my sojourn with Corif Tech. I fly the banner anywhere, any day, anytime. When she posts something, I reshare, whether it's on LinkedIn, it's on WhatsApp, I reshare because I know she will dish out value. So please, today, as I'm here now as a demand planner, data analysis is at the core of what I do. Forecasting demand, analyzing trends, supporting strategic business decisions. And when I look back, it's clear. Corif Tech didn't just teach me analytics. It didn't just teach me. It shaped my career path. I found my footing in the supply chain, in the supply chain department. It's because of Corif Tech. So as I round up, if you're someone who is considering data analytics but wondering if it can truly change your career, my advice is simple. Invest in the skills. Commit to learning. All right? And not just the training alone. Look forward to mentorship. For me, Corif Tech was a turning point, and I believe it can be for you too. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wisdom. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for the emojis, for the hands. I see them. Thank you. Great. That was so inspiring. Awele and Wisdom, you guys have been so inspiring. You've inspired us so much. And so we're going to move into it. If you're ready for what's about to hit you, I want to see those emojis. Give me those emojis. God bless you. Thank you. Now I'm going to introduce the person who is the visionary behind this, and who is also going to take this session, this data analytics session today. You know the topic, how data analytics becomes a real career in 2026. right? And I'll just read out her bio and she would have the floor. Are you ready? Thank you. Now, Cynthia Orife, popularly known as Miss Cent or Mama Cent, is a certified Google data analyst with over 8 years of hands-on experience working with data to drive business decisions. She holds a BSc in computer science and an MSc in business computing from Birmingham City University in the UK. She's also a certified business development service provider trained by Lagos Business School and certified by SMEDAN with additional certification in entrepreneurial management from Lagos Business School. Beyond training and consulting, she is the convener of the Women in Tech Summit, an initiative focused on empowering women with relevant digital and tech skills for today's economy. Like they say in church, with Jesus join our hearts. Let's make welcome. Let's make welcome. Thank you. I see those emojis. Keep it coming. Keep them coming. Let's make welcome Miss Sant, Miss Cynthia Orife. You have the floor, ma'am. Thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you so much.
Hello everybody. If you can hear
Hello.
me, can you all hear me? Hello everybody.
Yes,
Good,
Can hear you.
good evening. How are we all doing? Can you see my screen? Can you all see my
Yes.
screen? Can you all see my screen? Okay. So this is how I want us to operate. Good evening, everybody. How are we all doing? I will want us to, there are two ways I want us to respond. Most especially, I want us to respond on the WhatsApp group. I know all of us, most persons on this call, each and every one of us are on the WhatsApp group. So let's go to the WhatsApp group and let's have our communication there. How are we all doing? Where are we joining from? So on the WhatsApp group, right, use your emoji to describe how you're feeling. Use your favorite emoji to describe how you are feeling. Awele, thank you so much. Jerry, thank you very much. Obamara, that was awesome. Awele and Wisdom, thank you. I will just say, okay, let's just do in Jesus' name, amen, and round up the section because all that is needed to be said in the section has already been, they've already said it through their experience as well as their tech journey, right? So I want to understand the persons we have on this group. Let me get, can you tell us, I just want one or two persons to just tell us what they do. Just one or two persons, tell us what they do, why the rest can go on the WhatsApp group. It will aid us in the conversation so that we can talk more about what you do while we're having this conversation. What do you do? One or two persons, and we set it rolling. Can one person unmute? Tell us what you do. Tell us what you do.
I'm Steven Emmanuel by name. I'm a photographer. I work at Studio 99.
Okay, so you are a photographer. You work at Studio 99. Who are the kind of client that patronizes you?
We have some high profile clients that do come to our studio for shoot actually.
So do you have any reason why they patronize you?
I don't really. The main reason I have is, well, we actually do a nice job there. Like the picture we deliver the pictures perfectly for them. So I guess that's the reason actually.
Okay, so you're guessing. Thank you so much for your feedback. So can you mute yourself so that the next person can speak? Thank you so much. Please mute yourself so the next person can speak. Yes, someone else. Who is there?
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, my name is Emmanuel. So I work as a sales rep and a
Okay, your
license
name
rep.
is. Oh,
My name
okay.
is
So what do you guys do? What do you sell as a sales rep?
we sell car parts, like
Sorry?
car accessories.
So which of the accessories do your customer get? Buy most?
Okay. They usually get a car washer, a high pressure rechargeable car washer. Yeah, that's what they get.
I didn't get that.
The high pressure rechargeable car washer, that's what they buy most.
Okay, so mention two products that sells at your place of work.
We also, oh, the another one is a jump starter pump.
Okay,
Then
so do
we
you
have,
have any reason why? Do you have any reason why this person's buy this product?
yes, because these products are good in time of emergency, especially the car and the jump starter pump.
How do you know? How do you know? How did you get to find out that this is why they want it?
Okay. Assuming you wake up in the morning, you want to start your car, and you discover the batteries.
How did you get to
No,
know that this is why they like
because
that
of their
product?
feedback, because of their feedbacks and how they recommend it for their friends too.
Okay, so how do you keep track of how they recommend it to their friend? Like, how do you get your feedback? How do you do that feedback? How do you collect feedback?
Sometimes they call back themselves that I'm giving your number to someone, and the person will call you to order this thing, and they do.
So in the last year, in 2025, can you tell me the numbers of persons who have patronized you in the last 2025?
In 2025, I will
Yeah,
approximate to about 1,000 plus actually, because on a daily basis,
approximate.
yes, because on
Okay,
a daily basis,
approximate.
average of 10.
On a daily basis, average of 10. So within the year, can you tell me the period that you have your peak period and also your down period?
The peak period is December period, that
Why?
festive period, because
Why?
people are home, and people, people, there is a large congregation of people meeting together, and once they see someone using the products, they'll be like, ah, where
So
do you get this?
so
So
if I come to your place of work now, and can you show me where it is so that I can have a look at it to know that December happens to be your peak period?
actually, no.
Thank you so much. Can you kindly mute yourself? Okay, so I'm sure most of us will actually understand what just happened, and that's just to tell you that data analytics is the bedrock of every business. Whether no matter, as long as you're doing buying and selling, there's an exchange, is the bedrock of every business. Now, most importantly, you need to understand the importance of keeping data, the importance of recording, the importance of having feedback, because you can't just wake up tomorrow and increase a certain product, or you can't just wake up tomorrow and say we're not selling this. What is the rationale behind why certain things? Why is the rationale behind the increase of this product? Why are you no longer selling this? So you don't just wake up like the previous person who said guess or approximate. No, data, it's either one or two or three, not like you're giving guesses, right? So when you're guessing with data, then it's not data. You're just trying to just play around with it, right? So today, this topic, from interest to income, was born out of two numerous questions whereby a lot of people do ask question. Oh, I have been learning data analytics 2 years, 3 years, and I've not been getting jobs. And I keep asking myself, why? I keep asking myself, what happened? Whereby in just December here, if you can hear me, please let me know. Please, if you can hear me, drop on the WhatsApp group that you can hear me. Thank you. Just December here, we had a student who have not even finished her course. She hasn't even defended, not even graduated. Still working on her portfolio, but then we've done so many things, and she just got a job. Now, this is a lady in Asaba here. This is a lady who does spare parts, right? Does spare part, doesn't even know how to work around the system. And when she got into the training, was confused, but at some point she was able to brace up, and somehow she saw an interview, a job opening, and when she reached out, like, come on, apply. There are only two things they will tell you, yes or no, right? If they tell you no, it's even good, they even tell you no, so you need to go back and work on yourself. But as it will happen, she got the job, went for an interview, scored it, and with the letter said with immediate employment. And the beautiful thing about it is that lady is working twice in a week in a university. So for someone who's earning 30,000 naira to someone who's earning 350,000 naira, isn't God wonderful in this scenario? Now you can understand why data analysis is important. not just because you just want to learn it. We've seen situation whereby people learn data analytics and it has helped them build their career. We've seen people who have learned short-term courses, data analytics, 3 months, and they decide to further ahead to go and probably get a master's. But in their quest to get masters and all of that, they stumble on just. So the end goal of this is knowledge. The end goal of all of this is also having the money, because trust me, we're in a situation whereby just one job is not enough to take care of the bills. Just our 9-to-5 job is not enough to take care of the bills. And there is room for us to have more than one job because it's encouraged, right? And if you look at the beautiful part of it, data analytics is a job that you can equally do remotely. Why? Because you can analyze data and the organization solely depends on you. So if you're the type that loves attention, trust me, data analytics is for you, because the boss who doesn't call any other person will reach out to you to get some information and be friendly in that way. So next, right up. So how to turn skills into salary, right? In today's Nigeria market now, that's in 2026. So we are looking at. So I understand that some of us have actually learned this skill. Some of us are equally data. If I do a roster call now, we want to see that some persons on this call to our data analysis. But the question is, what have you been doing with it? I know some of us too on this call have taken courses, you've watched videos, you have even collected certificate, right? But at the end of it, you'll see where you are. You've not made any progress in terms of getting the job, or probably you're even applying and they are not giving you that response. There's actually reasons why. And if you listen to the testimonial, it means that there's a structure to it, there's a pattern, there's a way, there's a sequence to follow to be able to ensure that you are in the right path and you have all the asanas in your corner. Now it is, so when you're talking about you've watched the video, you've taken courses or probably gathered skills, but the income never come, right? It doesn't come, you try your best. The problem isn't that you're not intelligent or you feel that you are not bright or something. It is the missing connection to the real world value, right? Because there's a process that needs to be followed, and at the end of it, so there's the effort and also the result. And the result you're looking at for, irrespective of your certificate, the result you're looking at for is the money, because that is the essence of why you're switching your career or why you're improving your knowledge to be better at what you are doing. Okay. Now, when you look at the global market, right, you're not looking at the demand. Now, the demand for job growth has actually increased from the year 2021 to actually 2031. And this is because of there's high demand for data analysts. Now, I want you to put on the WhatsApp group, right? How many of us have filled a form today? How many of us have filled the form? Put on the comment section on the WhatsApp group. Yes, let me know number of persons who have filled form today. Put on the WhatsApp group. I need to know if you fill the form. Put on the WhatsApp group, I have filled the form. I need to know number of persons who have filled a form. If it's yes, typing yes. If it's no, typing no. Today, let's see. If you fill the form today, type it. Let's see. Okay. Now, you need to understand that every day or every second or per microseconds, there are people globally, right, who are filling forms. And they don't just fill the form and just keep it. Once the form is filled, there are analysts, there are data analysts or analysts who need to analyze those data and give the organization informed decision, right? So the organization knows that, yes, people have filled the form. But when you give it to your boss, he cannot make any sense of the data, right? But therefore, the only way he can make sense of that data is having an analyst analyze this for us and say, okay, in data analysis class today, we have 30 females who attended the class and the rest are male. We have XYZ numbers of business owners, students, and what have you, right? So breaking it down, that is data, and that is something that you need to work with. Now, so let's say, for instance, you come to Corftech and you just see that there are low turnout of women. Women are not really subscribing to our courses and all of that. Now, that is after which the data analysts have analyzed the data and we get to realize that, oh God, we just have few women, less than 20%, right? Now, this is the analysis. Now, the next question is, what do you then advise the organization to do in terms of increasing the number of women to enroll into data analytics or to bring them into tech? Now, the outcome of your analysis depend on how you're going to guide and advise the organization. Why? Because the organization are solely dependent on you. They are solely dependent on you to make the decision to grow for revenue, to increase their revenue, increase their sales, understand why every month there is one or two staff are leaving, right? You need to understand why those staff are leaving. And that is why you see in some organizations too, when a staff is resigning or leaving, they conduct an interview. There's an exit interview. Why? Because they need to measure and understand what the problem is. And at the end of it, they take those analysis. It helps them to make informed decision. Okay, what are the XYZ things we need to put in place so that employees don't leave, so that they will have a good working environment and they can stay as long as they want to. We're not saying that employees will not go, but then the numbers at the rate at which they leave is alarming, so it has to be looked up. So this is the reason why the demand for data analytics is very high. Of course, you yourself too, you're a data analyst. Why? Because you're looking, you want to go out, it's raining, you're contemplating, should I not go, and you're putting some XYZ together to help you make informed decision if you should go or if you shouldn't go out, you get. So basically that is it. And if you're looking at the global market, if you can hear me, please drop on the WhatsApp group, yes. If you can hear me, please drop on the WhatsApp group, yes. And if you look at the global market, by this year, 2026, the demand is still going to be high, and you're looking at 53% of organizations who are going to report this talent shortage. And why? Because data is the foundation of every business. So whether you like it or not, the rise for it is actually on the increase. And so, of course, because of that, there are equally people who are open to work remotely or probably full-time, depending on their negotiation with the organization. Okay. Now, the question is this. The question is this. What is data analytics? So this is the definition with zero tech background. You don't need to even be in tech to be able to learn data. Now, data, that is the raw layman definition is raw data plus curiosity and question will give you a better decision. Now, data analytics is simply put the skills of using data to answer questions and make better decisions. Simply put, asking questions to make better decisions, right? Because if you're not curious, if you don't know how to ask questions, you will not even know how to advise the organization into making better decisions. Now, what you equally need to understand is in this aspect of data analytics, people are like, okay, I need coding, I need this. Oh no. So what it is not, right? You don't even need to know how to code. There's no coding overnight. There's no complex calculus. Okay, I need to know how to use algebra and all of those sort of formulas. Why? Because the system has all of that. All you need to do is to click. All you need to do is drag and drop. And so some people are just, oh, learning data analysis or being in tech is for the tech bros. No, it's not just for the tech bros. It's for everyone. As long as you can think, you can read, you can write, you can do data analysis. As long as you're able to follow the laid down structures towards getting the job, it is easier. In our organization, we have at least 3 data analysts, and that's because we depend on data analysts to be able to carry out our decision. For every step we take, for every water we drink, we depend on data to be able to do the right thing. Now you can see how important that is. Okay. Sorry, my system is... All right. Okay. Okay, so now let's have a look at this scenario, right? This is more like an Asaba supermarket. Now you can look at the top of this place. So this is a sales thing, more of supermarket, right? And you're looking, what product is this? Which product is wasting money here? So probably there is a product here which was installed, which was They kept it there for a very long time, but during their analysis, they discovered people are not actually buying it. So why are they still stocking it, right? If you're not able to analyze, or if you don't keep record, you will not be able to find out all of this. But if you look at this place, which day had the highest sales? Now it means that there are products that people are actually looking for. Now, if you look at this point, it is actually empty. Why? Because the demand of this product is high, and you're able to check through your data to be able to say, okay, these are the reasons why people are actually getting this product. Now, if the price goes up, now you need to really ask yourself question. If the price goes up, will customers stop buying? That's another question. But then you can only be able to answer these questions if you've been keeping record month to month. Now, you want to increase by 10%, and you want to check you need to check your previous sales month 1, month 2, and see how their bargaining power is, so that it will help you in increasing your price for next month, knowing fully well that customers will not complain, they will still buy. Now you can see how important this analysis and record keeping is, how important it is. But now look at the question. The supermarket has a receipt, that is have the data. But one thing that is lacking, they lack the person to interpret them. And do you know who that person is? The person is you. The person is the data analyst. So they have all of this record, and they don't even know how to go about it, when to even restock, why should they restock, what they are not supposed to buy, what they should replace with, right? But because they have the data, and they don't even have, so it's one thing for you to have the data, right? It's another thing for you to have the person who will analyze those data for you. And having the data and not analyzing it, then there's more of you being redundant and you're not growing. Because for every business to grow, you need to analyze data to be able to grow. Okay. So having seen all of this, if you can hear me, please drop on the WhatsApp group. Yes, yes, yes. So I will know that you can hear me. If you can hear me, drop on the WhatsApp group, so I will know that you can hear me. Now, let's look at all of the scenarios where it says, I need advanced calculus, right? So the thing is this, it is logic and arithmetic. If you can think critically, you are qualified. But not to worry, because even in the process of analyzing this data, you're being taught how to think, you're being taught how to spot loopholes, you're being taught how to ask questions, right? So which is not an issue. Oh, it's for only tech bros. The banks, the retail, the real estate, the SMEs need this more than any tech company, as long as you are doing business. Oh, I'm not a tech savvy. Trust me, with the tools like Excel, Power BI, right? You don't even need to be tech savvy. Do you know why? Because you'll be handheld. Like, we are going to hold you step by step on how to use all of this. So it's not something for you to be scared. It's something that at the end of it, build your confidence. So, you know, one thing about data analytics, it helps you build your confidence, right? And you know how to, aside building your confidence, you can do presentation, because even with data analysts, in data analytics, you need to learn how to do presentation. Now, the question is, why Nigeria? Why 2026? The only thing more dangerous, right, than not having data is having data and not knowing what to say, or not knowing how to go about it. That is more dangerous. And for every field, irrespective of whatever field, like I said, you need it, because you don't even know where or how it will get handy. And having a being a data analyst, if it comes to application of any job, it gives you that edge. Why? Because the organization too, they understand the importance of data. So even if they're employing you as a secretary, they also know that at some point too, your data analytics skill will come in handy someday for you to help the organization grow. You understand? So local industries are desperate for clarity to be able to reduce waste and stop guessing. Every business wants to cut costs. Every business wants to make profit. Every business wants to reduce waste, and every business wants to stop guessing. So you can see why it is, how important it is. Now, what are the revenues? How do I get?
We can't see your screen anymore, ma. Shadrach
Okay,
is sharing his own screen.
Oh, okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on, please. Okay. Apologies.
Shadrach should stop sharing his screen.
Has Shadrach stopped? Let me hold on, please. Sorry for that. Is Shadrach still sharing?
No, he has stopped.
Okay, thank you for that. Apologies for all of that, please.
Yeah, your screen is back.
Okay, all right. Apologies for all of that, please. Okay, so we are saying something. What are this stream of income? How do we make the money? There are different ways, but there are three major streams. From the point of the employee, from the point of a freelancer, from the point of an entrepreneur. Now, when you're looking at the employee aspects, you're saying that the salary-based role, where you have the junior analyst, please kindly mute, please mute yourself. Okay. So where you have the junior analyst, where you have the operational analyst, you have the HR analyst, you have the financial analyst, and just a lot of analysts you get. You can even have, maybe let's call it the hotel analyst. What does that mean? Analyzing hotels and every other insight that you feel you want to get out of it, right? Now you're looking at the freelancers. These are based on contracts, right? Like was it yesterday? Yeah, day before yesterday I was called from Abuja and they wanted me to go to Bayelsa to analyze some data, but due to my task schedule, I can't go. What happened? I had to reach out to students. I've got 2 students who are going, and the beautiful thing about this is they're paying for their transportation, accommodation, feeding, and it's just a 2 weeks project. And for each person, at least for a 2 weeks project, they'll be paid 500K each. Now that is something. Now, one good thing about Coriftech is when we get the job and we can't go, what we do is we put our students there to go and experience it and equally and while learning. Now that makes the job suitable. So from time to time we get some of those requests, because most persons understand that Coriftech, when it comes to data analysis, at least they're there to guide you and ensure that you get maximum results in that. So that is freelancing, right? And of course, the entrepreneurs are there. I am an entrepreneur. Some of you are an entrepreneur on this call. Use data for your own venture, right? Better pricing, smarter marketing, reduce costs. There's equally digital analysts, the digital marketing analyst who helps to analyze and know how to get those persons to be able to attend 1 or 2 programs that you've planned for. So you can now see how important all of this. And the truth is, we're all analysts, right? But we've not subconsciously accepted because probably we've not been playing with data and all of that. So these are the 3 streams of those are the 3 major streams that you can actually earn, right? Now, what are those rules? At least we've set a whole lot of the rules. So these are just some of them. There are more. Trust me, it's not limited to this. There are more. There's the sales analyst. So you're saying the marketing, you're saying the operational, you're saying the reporting. That as long as you're analyzing data, right? You can say maybe a phone analyst, someone who analyzes phone and give you feedback and tell you 1 or 2 things about the phone, right? So moving the business from gut feeling to data-driven confidence. Now, this is a common goal among all the analysts that you have. They are moving business from that feeling, guessing, to be setting to data-driven confidence. So basically, this is it. And most of the secrets you need to know. There's a secret to all of this, and you need to understand that companies don't pay for data. What they're actually paying, they pay for decisions, right? They pay you to analyze all of those things that they cannot analyze and bring forth into reality, from the data to the insight and the outcome, which of course helps to save businesses millions of naira. So a bank analyst isn't paid to look at numbers. So you're not really paid to look at numbers. They are paid to fix problems. You're a problem fixer in the organization. They are paid to fix problems that saves money. That is why the salary is justified. You are not being paid to consult and tell stories. No, you are being paid to clean the data, give us insight. And to be honest with you, right, when it comes to analyzing data, there are lots of formulas to analyze, like analyzing a particular thing. And the company is not interested to know the formula that you use in analyzing it. All they care about is give us results. Right? So even if you use the simplest formula to analyze it, nobody wants to know, nobody wants to care. Just give us results for us to make decision, right? Now, what is your weapon in the course of all of this journey? What is your weapon? We have the Excel, who happens to be the foundation. In all of this, you're understanding what data is, you're understanding how to clean, you're understanding the environment, you are grounded. Still at this stage, there are jobs on only Excel. If you go to LinkedIn, just go anywhere, there are jobs on Excel that you can just apply for. And now you want to be able to tell stories, you're using your Power BI to tell stories, and that's why you're seeing the visualization and of course, the dashboard. And for you to go further, to be able to scale in your skill, you're now looking at the SQL, that is talking more to the database, querying and getting a result. Basically, so your SQL and visualization tools appear in 52 to 91% when it comes to job posting. Now, you see this entire thing, Excel, Power BI, and SQL, all of this happen to be your weapon in your journey. This is where the millions and the dollars that you so want to earn, this is where it comes from. Now, your path to success. Don't just do what everybody does. Everybody, okay, it's all about certification. When it comes to Correct, it's not this. We don't even talk about certificate. Not that you're not getting certificate. What we care about is your skill. And let me tell you one beautiful thing about it. There are some persons who probably just graduated, or you are here, you don't even have an experience. You are seeing a job and they're telling you 8 years experience, 4 years experience. Now I'll tell you where Correct come into play. Correct is filling the gap for you. Hope you know that when you get a job, your new employer will reach out to your previous one, especially when you fill in all of those things. They'll reach out to us. They do reach out to us. And we stand in the gap to cover all of those years of 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, 5 years they request. And we actually know how we do it from our own end. So this is one of the advantage having your program or doing this training with Correct. Not just that, in the course of your training too, there is what is called the interview preparation, right? So you head and they go for the interview and they score it. We train you, right, on how to go for the interview. And during your training, by the time you finish your data analysis, your training, you're having at least 6 to 7, 8 dashboards to play with. Now, this actually forms a portfolio and will help you will also help you guide you on how to do the storytelling in terms of telling the recruiters, because we know exactly what organizations are looking for when it comes to your portfolio, when it comes to dashboard and all of that. This is how we guide you into it. And of course, there's something very important that everybody tries to overlook. You have the technical skills, right? You're very good in it. But probably the soft skills, you're not there at all. You don't even know how to have a healthy conversation. You don't know how to work as team. You don't know how to collaborate. You get, those are the places where Correct comes in. And most importantly, in all of this, someone should ask, how do I then get the job? Now, this is something we are good at. So there are different ways to this job. You get the job. Some persons even start with internship, right? With us, not with us, remote internship, right? From there, you migrate. You have an understanding on how it works and also push you on how to get the job. But either ways, right? You're getting the job. Either ways, you're going to the interview. Sometimes you are being scared because it's your first time, right? But you're going there prepared, knowing fully well you'll be able to come out shining, and most often at times, right, it comes with almost immediate employment. And so far, so good. Due to our strategies, our plans that we have students That's 70%, 60 to 70% of our students currently have a job. For those who don't want to work, they have some reasons. Probably they want to travel abroad, because we have students in Canada, we have students in UK and US who are actually using these skills to do something, one thing or the other. They are working and they are doing well. Now, do not follow the wrong way of chasing certificates, avoiding projects, learning theory. So our training are 90% practical. When I'm talking about the 10% is what we're trying to explain to you, and that is where the 10% of the theory really comes in. Now, which is the right way? Go through the foundation, learn everything, work on real project. When we tell you build your portfolio, post it on social media, do all of that, because now I hope you know that the game has changed for you when employers are employing and they are going on your social media to understand if you're actually a data analyst or not. We have all of those strategies and many more to ensure that nothing stops you from getting the job. Now, like I said, if you listen to those two persons, there's a structure to all of this. Now you're having the real scenario, you're looking at the practicals, you're looking at the mentorship, there's the soft skills, there's the interview preparation, there is how to optimize your LinkedIn, because once you're being employed, they will go and search and to know what you are doing, if you're truly passionate about this thing or you're just doing it for just doing sake. Because even as an employer, once we employ, we'll still go to your social media, especially your LinkedIn, to understand your kind of person even before we say yes to you. So your digital footprint is very important. And these are, so you can now see the structures are not just so, we kind of handhold you, right, to be able to ensure that you get the best that you're actually looking for. Now, if you have any question, let me know. I'm open to questions, and we are going to do a bit of practical right now. So I want to say, let me say something before we have that practical. So this training, right? This training, if you subscribe now, we just have limited space. If you subscribe now, it's going to be a 6 weeks journey to becoming job ready and being a professional. And I guarantee you that that job, you will certainly get that job, right? You now understand the value, you now see the roadmap. It's not more of theory. Perfect is more of job ready skills, income ready outcome, as well as practical execution, right? The goal is not just for us to finish this course, it's for you to equip you with practical skills required to generate income, build confidence immediately upon your completion. Now, like I said, whether you're a beginner, we've heard people say, oh, I've done this before, I've done this before. I'm like, okay, no problem. But then join the class and let's see if it's the same with what you have. But then it is what it is, right? So no coding is required. We have you can either subscribe to the physical training or the online training, whichever is convenient for you. We are actually here for you. You will not just watch videos, you will work on real projects. The curriculum is actually built around execution, and by the time you finish, you will have tangible work to show those recruiters, not just certificates of completion. Like I said, we are more of soft skills as well. So there are a lot of soft skills aside communication that you will get to know that will equip you in your journey, because most of us will have background, right? So we need to understand how to work, and also those are the necessary weapon too, aside technical, that we need to execute in our job. Now, the strategic mentorship, there's a career direction, the job opportunity, freelancing strategy, and how to globally position you in the job market. So we help you navigate all of this, show you where to get the job, how to get the job, and position you as an expert. Like I said, we have people who have done Excel, Power BI, and SQL, and I have a couple of students who just decide to I just want to do my Excel. You understand? I just want to do my Excel, and that is just it. Like I said, this is starting January 26th, 6 internship program, job readiness, so basically, right, this slot is open for 20 persons. 20 persons, a form will be dropped on the in-court chat while we are doing the practical section. 20 persons can subscribe. You put your name, your phone number, your WhatsApp, and also your preferred method if it's online or physical. And of course, please try as much as possible to attach your proof of payment, right? Now, aside that, so persons are asking, I've been getting direct message right now. People are asking me, what's the fee? So the fee ideally is $350, but for the purpose of this webinar, we are discounted it at $200K. But this is it. You can pay installments, right? You can make your installment payments, pay now and pay your 50% later to have full access, right? And watch what is going to happen. Some of you might want to start up a data agencies where all you do is to attend to SMEs. How many of us know that SMEs are the backbone of the economy, and most of the SMEs have issues? Why? Not because they don't know what they are doing or how to sell, but most of them lack all of these things, right? So we have to, for those of you who want to set up an agency, we'll definitely show you how to go about it. All right, so if you want to pay your full payment, that is fine. If you want to make 50% payment to lock it, it's all good. Like I said, we are looking at 20 persons to just click on this, and we are good to go. Now, this is the account details, right? So how many persons on this call are subscribing for it? So before we go for the practical section, how many persons are subscribing on it? If you're subscribing, put on the WhatsApp group that you're subscribing. If you're subscribing, type subscribe on the WhatsApp group so we can proceed to our practical section. I just want to show us a little bit of a case scenario so it will help us better, right? So if you're interested, right, if you want us to journey with you and hold you and see the result, for those of us who want to go into career switch, 9 to 5 is still good, but then you can still have an additional. For those of us who are looking at remote, yeah, so just drop on the WhatsApp group, right, before we proceed. So I just want us to proceed to the next one. If you have any question, inquiries, these are the contacts you can reach out to. Please chat them up and you'll be guided accordingly. All your questions will be answered. If you really want to send me a private chat on the WhatsApp group, I'm here to handhold you, right? I'm here to handhold you. So let's go on to do our practical. We just have a few minutes to do 1 or 2 practicals. So let's go. Okay. Sorry. All right, just ignore this. I don't know how this got into here. Now, let's look at this case study, right? Qualtech Technology is a new player in the fintech space. The company has employees from diverse background and demography, right? So we have the millennials, we have Gen Z, we have the baby boomers, etc. So due to the high attrition rate within the tech space, where employees find it very easy to switch roles across similar companies, offering better perks and job benefits, Qualtech Technology decided to deploy some strategies to retain its staff. So one of the strategies is to provide a world-class gym for staff. However, to go ahead with the gym, the head of people, that is the HR, Tobi would like some analysis to be carried out for her to help her make a better decision. So you can see at the end of it, she can't just go like that and see and just take up decision. She needs to do some analysis that will aid her. Now, it says, find the average age of employees in the organization, calculate the total numbers of employees in the organization, right? So we equally want to group the employee into 2 groups, the low-performing employees as well as the high-performing employee that score 70 and above. So when you score 70 and above, you're looking at high performing and all of them. So based on the performance of the employees, would you advise this person to go ahead with the gym? So let's go ahead and see what we have. So the document is actually open. So we have this document. I want someone to tell me what they notice with this data. Can anybody, if you can see my screen very well, can anybody tell me what they notice with this data? Anybody? Someone should unmute. Can anybody?
I noticed it is an Excel sheet,
Okay.
and it has a column of where you can get some of the answers to the question, like the age,
Okay.
then the performance.
Okay.
From
Okay.
the data there, you
Okay.
can filter out to know the age that are actually performing better.
Okay.
And
Any other person?
okay.
Good evening. Can you hear me? That
Yes,
the
please.
data will require some cleaning.
Okay, very good. What do you mean cleaning? Can you explain what's when you say clean, some persons will not understand. Can you just tell us what you notice particularly?
Okay, obviously from the figures on the sheet, I can notice some outliers, meaning some of the values there are not actually seen as text or number, rather they're not numeric. So in analyzing, Excel will not treat them as numbers, so numeric, but it will treat it as text. So that's a kind of debt that needs to be cleaned.
Thank you so much, sir. Any other person, please? Any other person who wants to contribute? All right, so let's try something. If you look at this column, right, it's all about numbers. So let's just try something. We want to sum these numbers, and we say equal to sum. Want to shift downward arrow, and we click on enter. So we are still, so for some reasons, if you look at this, we are having some colons and all of that, which is not supposed to be so. But part of the cleaning too, that, like I said, there are different techniques to actually clean, but I won't want to dive that due to time. We'll just do a bit of the cleaning so we can proceed. For us to be able to clean this data, I will come down here and apply flash fill. So you can see that we are able to clean our data properly. So it's different from what we have over here. So we need to replace what we have. I'll do Control Shift downward arrow, copy it, right? Come down here so that I need to replace the value. Then come to my home. Don't worry, you still have access to this video, right? Which is not a problem. I'll select value. So in the proper class, we'll all explain all of these things that we are doing and why we are doing all of these steps. So if you look at it now, we've been able to clean our data, right? And we'll have to go back to the question that says, okay, what is the average of employee? So for us to say average employee, I'll just do that for the benefit of time and all of that. So average, right? And click on enter. But then if you notice it, right, when it comes to age, you can't tell me 10 point something age. So you need to round it up to a figure. And by so doing so, we can say, okay, this is the age, right? 33 happens to be the average age. And the next question too, so we need to calculate the total numbers of employees. So how do we get the total numbers of employees? Total number. So for us to be able to do this, hold on, okay. So for us to be able to do the total number of employees, we say we use our accounts A, and there's actually reasons why we are using our account A, right? Control Shift downward arrow and click on time. Apologies, please, due to time, we just want to show you what it is with data and what you can make out of it. Then our question is saying you will have to group these persons, right, into low performing and also high performing. So for low performance, score less than 70, and for high performance, they have to score greater than 70. So how do we do all of this? So for us to do this, we need to say, okay, we have to use our if statement to say if this is greater than equal to 70, right? We'll call it what? We'll say high performing. Then else, if it doesn't meet that criteria, else we'll say it is low performing, right? And we'll just click on enter, and you can see for yourself. You can see, let's see for our low performing. So this is obviously less than 70. So we've been able to break it down into high and low performing persons. So in this case, so let's just play around with data. We really want to understand, let's say the number, what are the numbers for low performing, right? Let's say count if. So we do count if, control shift downward arrow, comma, and right. So at this point we're saying let's do low performing, and we click on enter. So this is for low performing. We can see that the low performing, there are 9 staff that are performing low, right? There are 9 staffs that are performing low. And so for the high performing, we'll say equal to count if. Yep, so we select and do our comma, select your category and say, okay, high performing. Just a little bit for you to have an insight of what it is like, right? And we'll do all of this and click on okay. So you can then see now we have the average age is 33. We have the total number of staff 48. We have low performing staff to be 9. Then the total high performing staff are what? Are 39. So by virtue of looking at this data, right? What do you think? Are you advising her to go ahead to open it, or you are not? How will you advise her based on the data you have? Right now, we are not guessing. You have the data with us, right? So what are you proposing? What are you saying? Please, can someone go ahead to tell me? I need someone to talk. Can anybody hear me, please?
Yeah, we can hear you, but the task is not really clear.
Okay, it's not clear. You can't see my screen.
We can see the screen, but we want to understand what the demand for the question is.
Okay, so let me go back to the question, right? Now, but did you understand? Do you understand the case study, what is happening?
Yes, to an extent,
okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so let me go back. Okay, all right, so we understand that. Now, based on that analysis, right, they want to open gym, but then she can't just say, yes, let's open the gym, right? She needs to work on based on data and all of that that will guide her. Now, for her to be able to be guided based on this data, she needs to understand the average age of the employees, and she needs to also understand who are the employees that have who are performing high, and who are those persons who are performing low. And basically, if you look at this is the average employee's age, 33 years of age, and we have a total of 49 employees. Now, under the employee, we have 9 persons. So because look at the field that we have the gender, these are their performance scorecard, and these are their ages, right? So this particular place is upcoming performing. Just hold on. Okay, so based on this column 2, you're seeing their performance, right? Now she has analyzed this. She has seen the age. She has seen the total number of employees. She has seen their performance.
Okay.
She has seen their performance. 9 persons are actually performing low, and 39 persons
Don't
are
come here.
performing high.
Hey, man, don't
Can you?
carry that thing on top. I said, man, come. Go with that one, come.
So based on all of this, what would you advise? Would you advise her to go ahead with the gym, opening the gym, or she shouldn't?
Based on the data I saw just now, I think I will advise that she should open the game
Why?
because there is a very high number of people performing high to the number of people performing low. The matching is very
And the average ages are 39, so it's encouraging. So it means that even if you because they are
three.
performing high, even if you open the deal, it's not going to stop their performance. So with this now,
Yes.
she can go ahead and advise the organization to open the data. So you can equally work on this to have a very good presentation and give your insight. You can do all of this is that we just said. So we'll show you how to do your storytelling, how to present it so that even if your boss sees those data, he doesn't need to ask too many questions. By saying it, he has an understanding of what is expected to do. So do you see a little insight of what data is all about and how we've actually guided this lady in terms of decision making? So you don't just stop based on the blues or based on emotions and all of that, but whatever you're saying should be backed on data. Any question based on today's section? Any question based on today's section?
Personally, I did not get how to clean the data. I don't know if you can go back to
Yes, so because of
cleaning the
time,
data.
because of time, right? You guys will have access to this. You have access to this recording, right? Because we're actually working with time. So most times, too, you might not even get the total of the entirety of clean up data, because what I just say is almost a 1% of different ways where you can clean data. But I assure you that at the end of this section, each and every one of you who register will definitely have access to this recording. So I'm open to questions. Anybody who has questions?
Hello.
Yes.
I think someone have asked on WhatsApp already. Can someone start this course with a mobile phone without a laptop and then
So
proceed with a laptop?
I didn't get you. Come again, please.
Can someone actually start data analytics with a mobile phone without a laptop?
So if you can't actually start, for you to get the results that you're looking for, I will not advise you. But if you feel you're comfortable with it, it's all good. But I will not advise you to use a mobile phone to do practical. If you will not be distracted, of course, fine. But then it's advisable for you to use laptop.
Okay, my question is, if you are not able to meet up with this January, when is the next one?
So we need to sit down with management. We can't just come up like that. So you see why I said we can't just come up and just say the management will look at it based on whatever conditions they have and fix a date. So I can't really give you a definite answer to this.
Okay, thank you, ma.
You're welcome. Yeah, any other person? Any question? I am open to questions.
Hello, my name is
Yes.
Leo. I want to ask if you are engaged with an international company, what may likely be your challenges as a remote data analyst?
If I'm come again with your question, if I'm being engaged by a remote company outside Nigeria, a foreign company outside Nigeria, what would be likely the challenge?
Yes.
The only challenge is just the timing, the time difference. That is just it. But there is not even a challenge because you can work it based on the money they are giving you. It shouldn't be a challenge because it will work, the money that I pay you works psychology on your mind, and you're able to work around your timing. So we have lots of persons doing remote jobs, which is never an issue for them. So basically, that is just it. As long as you're doing your tasks, the only challenge you will say is timing. But then, because you know you're employed, you definitely work on your schedule to be able to meet up with time. And as time goes up, you even prefer it better.
Thank you very much for the answer. Well, I have another question behind that. If you have issue with maybe internet access and very unstable and power not being stable, would that not interfere with your activities?
So for people who are doing remote jobs, right, there are lots of ways they cope it. Right now we have that power bank that charges laptop, and again, when it comes to internet services, you have to have a backup service, a backup. So if you're using Glow, you might want to have a backup of Elta, right? Where you ensure that the two of them doesn't go down. Well, even the downtime of internet doesn't really occur all the time. Your two network hardly doesn't go off, right? So you just have to, because of course they're paying you well, so you have to do all what is necessary to ensure that you keep your job.
Okay, I want to find out your classes. Your class maybe starts on the 26th of January.
Yes.
Do you record your classes?
So
okay,
for those
you have every student the recording of or the archives of those classes. Maybe they can speak to every other in after every class, right?
Yes, you have access to all the online materials, you have access to the recordings, right? So that is not an issue. And even if you have clarity, once you reach out to your facilitator, definitely down the go to help you out. And the video, there's no there's not too much of talking, it's straight up, well detailed on how to achieve it. Even if you don't know how to click, the videos are quite explainable.
Okay. So the classes are starting on the 26th, which is on Monday.
Yes, please.
Can payments be made that Monday?
Yes, sir. Payment can be made on Monday.
Okay.
But if we have, if we're able to, if we close out on all slots, we might not be able to do that because we have limited slots we are to take.
What if I indicate now that I want to register, but payment will be made on Monday?
Fine and good. Obama, please drop the form on the in-call message, on this in-call message, so that they can fill to indicate your interest. Obama, are you on the call? Can you hear me?
All right, ma. Yes, please, I can hear you.
Please drop the link on the in-call message so that those who are interested. So if you can make payment, please, you can make payment and upload your proof of payment. Now you consider how we are doing the data collection too. So you can equally finish learning data analysis. Probably you're doing data entry, data collection, and all of that. So there are chains of roles and jobs tied to being a data analyst. Now you can see that because we don't want payment details being scattered, we have a Google form. We have a form where you can actually that helps to collate all of this, so we don't miss data on transit. And of course, even during your training, you'll be able to know how to use Google Form to collect data and also analyze it better. Yes, someone is raising up hands. Any question?
By the way, people can also lock in. Sorry, goodness. People can also lock in their slots by making a deposit, right? So that's also permissible. So, but I'll send the form in the chat, in the in-call message now, so that you can fill in to indicate your interest and then upload the receipt of whatever payment that you make to lock in your slots. Thank you. Goodness, you can go ahead.
You say what I wanted to ask. Thank you.
Okay, so she's not reading your mind. Is that mind data analyst? Okay, so any question?
Yes, I have a question.
All right.
Yeah, my question is, if you're a remote subscriber, how flexible is your class schedule?
So we have a pattern to the what's it called, to the online training, whereby videos will be dropped, right? But you have to watch it before the next class starts. But however, the model is for everybody who has subscribed for the online, you all have an onboarding section and you'll be briefed on how the models will all work to favor everybody, because we know we have people who are quite busy too, but then we'll see create room for you to be able to learn, have time to learn it before your next class starts.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes. Thank you for the class. So my question is related to the real life data analysis stuff. So as
Yes,
a
please.
data analyst,
Yes.
when you get a project that you're working on,
Yep.
will your employer be supplying with all the data you need, or you would have to also source for some data? I see where people send out questionnaires and all. You as a data analyst, do you have any business with getting data, or your employer is going to supply the person that's doing the job is the person that will supply you with all the data you need to work on? I
Okay,
don't know if you
so
get me.
yeah, I get your question. So it depends on the problem at hand. Let's say, for instance, I want to do a survey, or probably my organization wants to do a survey to know if this bottled water, Aquafina water, let's know how many people like Aquafina water, right? Basically, let's have that kind of survey. We don't have the data. All we need to do is put that survey out there, right, for people to fill it. Now that survey will be gotten and analyzed, and we use as an organization, we use that data to make informed decision based on what purpose it is. Another tool. Now, as an organization or as a business, you equally have your own record. Let's say, for instance, Qualiftech have their own database of students' inquiries, people who are registered monthly, weekly, and all of that, right? So if there's a problem, we see that there's a problem or there's a challenge, it is based on those data that you work with and find what the problem is, what the group is, and make recommendation. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. It does. Thank you very much.
All right. So so I can't tell you I want to probably, why is Qualiftech not having female enrollment? I'll now go to your own business and use your data. It's not possible. It doesn't make sense at all. It's not possible. It can't even happen. Any question? Any question?
Yeah. Yeah. So I would like to ask follow-up.
Hello?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, so I would like to ask a follow-up question.
Yes, please.
Yes, so I mean, just like a follow-up to what the last speaker just asked.
Yes, please.
About if you have a job, if you really want to sort for data, or the company will give. So I understand from your lecture, I mean, what we'll be talking about, the career path in this data analysis. And I remember you made mention of remote jobs, or people working remotely and probably getting jobs outside of shores of this country. So I would like to ask, if you're saying it depends on the kind of job that will determine if you will sort for data yourself, or you will be provided data to work with, then how do people, I mean, data analysts that worked remotely, like they are over here in Nigeria and they are able to get a job, abroad to work on. Now, in such cases, are you to sort for data, or probably because obviously you are not over there, you are being contracted to work on a project and you will be paid. So in that scenario, I mean, is it that the companies over there will now provide you the data to work with, or because obviously you are not there, you can't go around and start searching for data? So I just wanted you to probably throw more light on this career path, because obviously some of us, like you illustrated during your lecture, some of us might decide to be an entrepreneur, some can be employed, and some can decide to be freelance, going to freelancing. So I would like you to probably throw more light on these various aspects of career paths so that we get an understanding about how you truly work as a data analyst. Probably when you are working remotely, with companies that are not in this, around our clients here. How I don't know if I'm making sense or
Okay.
if you're trying to understand what I'm trying to say. So if you can throw more light so that we'll
So
probably
how?
get more understanding.
Okay, so I will throw more light for them. I know, Wisdom, are you on the call? I know you work with a lot of data. So answer
Yes,
this
I'm
one.
on the
Just
call.
share all of this. So
I'm on the
let's.
call.
Okay, all right.
All right. So thank you very much for the opportunity to share more light on the question he asked. So right, depends on the role you are working as. Now, I work as a demand planner, right, in my organization. Now, I don't have to go outside to source for data. There are some organizations
Okay.
you work, there are some data that will be given to you to analyze. Now, we get our data from those in the marketing department who bring in their data from the field, those in the sales rep will bring in their data, and all these data comes to my table, and then I do my analysis. So basically, depends on the organization you are working in. So where they may require you to get data outside, maybe a data they want to get customers feedback, where you have to put out surveys and all for customers to, they're out there to put in their details and all that, and then you analyze. While there are some other details that maybe like your financial trend, like how well the products are doing in the market and all that, you get that from your sales team. So it's not just, most times as a data analyst, you don't have to go out there to get data. This data, there are other people doing other things. You have marketing, you have sales, you have so many other things. So I work here in Nigeria, but then I work as a demand planner for Central West Africa. So imagine I don't have to go to all those West African countries to get my data. They feed in this data and then I do my analysis and then submit to management. So that's how best I can answer. I don't know if that has helped you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it has actually helped. Thank you.
Okay. Any other person? Any other question?
Yes, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Thank you for this opportunity. So my question is for someone like me that I am not good with Excel. I'd like to ask if if it's going to be beginner friendly when it comes to the Excel parts, the functions and
Mhm.
everything.
Oh, wow. That's
Please
lovely.
mute yours. Just hold on, please. I will answer that. Just hold on. So when it comes to that, right? What we do is we take it from the beginner's level. Like I said in what I was saying, you don't need to be, you don't even need to know how to press computer and all of that. Not just that, you don't need to be. So we do you don't need to have the tech background, right? So to say, you don't need to know how to you don't need to know how to use the Excel. And basically that is why you're paying for the training, to know how to use Excel to do your training and also afterwards, right? So I understand that at this stage it's a little bit frightening. I'm scared. I don't know because it's online and all of that. So I will just tell you to calm down. As long as your mind is telling you to enroll for the course, take out your fears. Let's handle your fears for you and take you through that journey. So we are taking you from a beginner's level, right? And all corrected courses are from a beginner's level to intermediates. And of course, that is where you can use to get the jobs that you so seek. Can you hear me? Is
Yes,
that
I
answered?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Any other question? Or we can. So how many persons have
Yes.
subscribed? How many persons have subscribed? For those who are asking questions, go ahead with your questions and
Okay, good day, everyone. I wanted to
hello.
ask a question. I actually do school portals, and we
Yes,
have
please.
students' records and all that. Now, you talked
Yes.
about Power BI for like my field in analyzing student performance.
Yes, please.
Between Power BI and, because I also heard about using Python for data analysis, which of them would you recommend? Because I'm actually at a crossroad. My name is Richard.
Okay, yeah, at the crossroads to know if you want to use Python or Power
Oh,
BI.
Power BI, yeah.
Use Power BI.
Power BI, right?
Yes. It
Okay,
gives
ma'am.
you, it's easier. You get it's
Okay.
easier to navigate your way. As you're analyzing your scene, it's an advance of Excel, but it's even more beautiful working with it.
It's okay, ma'am.
All right. Any other person?
I have a little question.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, my question is I observed as a person that online surveys and physical surveys, or that online surveys are becoming more popular as against physical surveys. So I'm trying to see how effective are these surveys, especially in comparison with, as in, is the online survey in comparison with the physical survey when carrying out a certain research. Thank you.
It's still the same thing. The only difference is one is paper, right? One is online, basically. And the one you're doing physical, I want to understand that you printed it and they are just taking, right? Is
Yes,
that it?
yes.
And that is even more strenuous. Because if you're doing that in today's reality, you need to transfer that to the system. And
Yeah.
it gets clumsy, you get frustrated, and
It's
you're even
tedious.
tired. So the best thing is do the online survey, and you can get
Yeah.
as long many people to analyze it, and it's easier for you to just analyze with just a go. It's
It's
just too
easier.
easy for you to,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
So
just collate.
it's been long I saw the traditional way of analyzing.
Okay.
Recently, for a very long time, most people depend on the online survey to get the things done because it's easier. Even if it's easier, you can't even want to think about it because the more you think about it, the more your head wants to ache. You
Yeah,
get,
yeah. It's very tedious. Yeah, and time
so,
consuming. Yeah.
yeah, time consuming basically. All right. Any other questions? So we call it a day. Any other questions? So we call it a day. I haven't seen how many persons have responded. Can you put on the WhatsApp group? Let's know how many persons who have responded to subscribing. How many persons are in Asaba here, please? That's very good. Let's even know. Anybody in Asaba on the call?
Yes, I'm in Asaba.
Yes, I'm in Sabah.
Oh, really? Okay. So when are you looking at starting? Or your spirit is doing it two by two?
I think me, I'll go for the online, or I would come to the office. I think I know where your office is, so maybe I'll
Oh,
come there.
okay. So please kindly feel for everyone who is interested, right? So we know what we are doing from our own point. Like we said, we're working with data from our own end too. Kindly fill that form, and if you want to make a commitment, make commitment because it's the first come first serve commitment. Then hopefully by we'll definitely the team will definitely reach out to you. But it's for wanting to at least indicate so that we know how we are working. Like we told you, that you can see how important data is. So we can, if you are not telling, we don't. So you can just see how the importance of data. And so by so doing with this class, I'm sure you now understand why data is actually important in all that you're doing, even in terms of your decision making. And I'm sure some people from Monday, when they go to office and during your Monday meeting, you want to be sure in your meetings to ask on what base are you taking this decision? What is the data? Where is the data? And where is the proof where you're drawing this conclusion from? Okay, so this is 9 o'clock. I will give us 2 more minutes so we can round up and fill that form. My name is Cynthia Orife. Most people call me Sen. I want to say thank you so much for being on this call. And I equally follow us on social media and get to see what we do from time to time. I want to follow us on, we want to get your feedback. Most of you have screenshotted this. Let's get your feedback. Please follow us on social media. We want to know how this experience has been. Like I said, it's a feedback. Whatever you type also out there, good or bad, even the bad reviews actually have business, right? So you don't need to feel bad when you're giving someone a bad review because it actually helped them. So even if it's just put your thoughts on our social media, tag us, and we'll definitely say hi to you. In the absence of no any other question, my WhatsApp number is on the community. So let me just drop it, and I'll be the one to say send. So sent is there, right? Reach out to me for any question, or if you made up your mind, so we know how best to handle all of this. And if there's any question, please drop it on the community or reach out to any of us, Uba, Amara, Jerry, any of those numbers that you see here as well. Any of these numbers here, so we'll definitely attend to you. Thank you for your time. And this is me saying good night and have a wonderful weekend. See you guys on Monday, where we'll either take the physical class for those who want to do physical, and also the online class. Uba Amara, over to you. Uba Amara,
Thank
you're on the
you. I am. Yes, I am. I am. I like that slide. This is your moment. Please take it back to this is your moment.
Okay, where
Okay,
is
no,
it?
sorry. You can leave the payment details. Yes, you can leave the payment
Okay, so this is the
details.
moment. If you're serious about turning data into analytics from this, take action now, right? We don't just train, we help you walk through the journey, of course, with the proper structure. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss Sense. This has been an eye-opening session. If you can agree with me, just drop an emoji. I want to see an emoji somewhere. I want to see the emojis. Let me see. I think I'm on a version. Okay, great. I can see them. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So, like Miss Sense already mentioned, if you're interested in this data analytics course, remember our key aim is to make impact. Our key aim is to change lives, right? And we do it one person at a time, one African at a time. So that being said, if you're not able to pay the full sum at once, it's okay to make a deposit. It's okay to make an installment payment. Simply do that, and then when you fill the form, which is on the in-call message or on WhatsApp as well, when you fill the form, just upload it on that form. When you make your payment, rather, upload it on that form as you fill it, right? Just so that we know who is interested. And even if you're not ready to make a payment, but you're interested, still go ahead and fill the form, just so that we're aware that you're interested in taking the data analytics class, right? Thank you once again, Miss Sense. We're so grateful. Please, guys, you can unmute yourselves at this point and say thank you, because we're about to end the class. You can unmute yourselves and say thank you for coming out.
Thank you,
Thank
thank you,
you.
thank
Thank
you,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Grateful.
very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
Grateful.
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All
All
right.
right. All right. At this juncture, we're going to say good night and expect the recorded version of this class in your emails. So remember to check your emails, check your spam promotions, and move it to primary if it's there, right? So that you can get our emails directly to your inbox going forward. All right. Thank you. Good night, everyone, and bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.